Okay, today for this lesson we are going to learn how to add an article to your Joomla website. On this lesson, once you log in, we'll be going to the control panel, which is the main page you come to when you log in. If you want to see what articles are already there, you would click on the article manager, and that will give you a full listing of all the articles. As you can see, these are the ones that are posted. If you want to add a new article, you're just going to go up to the top and select new. So once the new article page pops up, you'll see that we have a title, the alias, the section, whether or not it's published, if it's not, whether or not it's on the front page, and the category. So the title, we would type in whatever title we want to go here. And let's just do test title. Then we would type in, you're going to leave this blank. As you can see, Joomla will fill out with the default value, so don't touch it, just leave it blank on that one. The next part you would fill out would be the section, and so for instance we want to put this under music ministries. We would select music ministries, and then under here there's a category, so it's either going to be a new artist story, a resurrected poet story, or a music video story. And so then we would put that information, select that one in there too. So if we want it to be hosted on the front page, we would select yes, but this is not one that we're going to be doing that to. We're going to be actually finding it in the site and putting a link to it elsewhere on the site. So we'll show you that in a minute. And then the published, yes or no. This means, is the site published, is the page published and available to the site for the public to see. So if you select no, then it will not be available for people to see it online. So let's go in here and we'll type our text. So just to give you an idea, you can't save a file, you can't save a page without there being text in there. It'll say an article must have some text. So it has to have at least text in there of some sort. So we can put text. We can also put images in the article by going down to the bottom here, selecting image. We can either select from an image that is already in our images directory, or we can upload an image fresh by going down here to the browse and picking on the image that we would like to upload. So for instance, we're just going to put this heart in here real quick, and we select upload. So now that is going to drop that image into our image folder, which is up here. And it's not going to put it in the page yet. What it's going to do is put it in here, and as we can see, we can now scroll down. We can find the picture of the heart. We can select it, and then at the top we hit insert. And now it's in the article. Of course, this one's really big, so if you need to, you can resize it and just grab the bounding boxes on either side. And again too, this you can just resize this down until it's the way you want. To resize something, you can also click on it, go up here to the image box, select the image, and as you see, the sizes will be right here, and you can adjust those yourself. So say you want to do 200 by 200 and hit update, and there you go. So you can add text that way. You can also add text, if we can show you here, by making your website, your web pages sit next to each other and drag and drop. So you also have this feature where you can click on the image, hold it, and drag it over, as you can see, and just drop it on the page. And that will give you the image into your article as well. And you can do that from anywhere. However, I do recommend that you do not do this from pictures that are hosted on other people's website. For instance, if I grab this picture off of a search that I did on Google and I put it on the web page, and for some reason the people that have the website where the picture came from decide to take that picture off the site, well then it'll no longer appear on my site as well. There'll be a red X in the corner and it'll look dumb. But if we go through and we actually go up here and do the right click, save image as from the website that we want, then save it down Then we go back in here and do the insert image as I previously showed you. Go to image, go to upload, take the picture, start upload, then select the picture and insert. If you do it that way, now this image that you found on the web is actually on your website. It could never be taken off, even if the people take it off the original site. And that's how you build the actual page of it. So all this now has the page ready to go. You can go up to the top, hit apply. It now becomes a new page. And that's the basics of an article. There's also the more advanced parts of the parameter. If you are an advanced user, you can use this section. If not, saving it at this point, you would be done and it would be ready to use. But just for your knowledge here, if you go down to the parameters advanced, the show title will actually be what shows the title. So if you have a page here, and let's see, our page should now be listed under Music Ministries. There you go, test title. So as you can see, this shows our title, it shows who it was written by, and it shows the date that it was written. It also has these icons here to allow people to create a PDF file, and the system will automatically do that for you. So right now it's actually creating the PDF file. It can also set the page up to print, and you can also send the page in an email. Plus, if you're the editor, if you're actually the owner of the site, when you go to the site, logged in, mind you, be sure you log in first, then this edit button will appear, and that means you can actually go in and edit the text right from the front page. So this will pop up and change, and now you can do all the text editing right from the front page. That'll help when you're doing quick changes. You make a mistake, you want to go through it and do something on the fly. That'll be very helpful to you. So on this now, if we go back to the advanced parameters, the show title will be whether or not that title is listed. So if we select no and save our file, then go back here and refresh, you'll see that the title is now missing. There is no title at the top. So for most of them, you're going to want the title, but if there's a page that you don't want it to list, that's how you do it. Is the title linkable? Yes or no? What that means is if you select yes and you go back and you refresh your screen, your title will reappear, and now it's a link. So when you click on it, it will take you to the page that's the actual page for that story. So then what you're going to do is when you click on the title, it will show the whole page and just that story only. There will be no other stories on there. So if you want the title linkable, you just select that. You can also show intro text, section name, section title, linkable. All these usually will be set up by the master use global. So just leave them set as you use global, and whoever set up your website, the webmaster, would have gotten it all covered for you, so that every time you add a site, all you have to do is add the article, put the text, hit save at the top here, and you're done. Another question we have that many people ask is, what's the difference between save and apply? So as you can see, when you save, the save button saves all the information and brings you back to your article manager. If you go into a page and you make changes and hit apply, it will save the changes. The changes will appear on the site, but you'll stay in the editing panel so you can continue making changes. So it's best you do that, especially if you're working on a long page. If you got a long page of text, apply periodically. That way, in case your computer shuts down or something, you don't lose all that text that you worked on. And that's the basics of adding an article. There'll be more in other lessons on how to go back and forth between the different articles, but that's pretty much the basics. Thank you for watching Kingdom Studios.